Hey everyone, good evening. My name is Brenda and I'm a real estate agent with eXp Realty. I'm here to share with you guys on some information, very important information when it comes to first-time home buyers and actually any buyer, whether this is your second purchase or your third purchase. Because of the market shift, guess what? There are different ways to approach, purchasing a home, how to submit the offers to ensure that because of the interest rates keep going up, that it actually you're protected. There's totally a different way on how to approach that aspect when it comes to your pre-approval, your mortgage, getting your mortgage commitment, and making it to the finish line. So the very first thing that I always advise my buyers is, you know, basically you have to make sure that your credit is good. If there's certain things on your credit report that you would like to take care of first, I would advise for you to speak to a credit specialist, someone who's really good, and that gives you the opportunity for you to also keep track of the progress, and based off of your credit report, how long will it take for you to be at the credit score that you need to be in order to get approved for a mortgage. That way you could just save a ton of money, instead of going in with a low credit score and paying super high fees and interest rates and things like that. So besides that, if you are good and you're ready to go when it comes to credit, the first thing I always advise too is contact a mortgage rep, a lender. Me personally, as a real estate agent in the state of New Jersey, I have my own power team, and that power team consists of, lenders, real estate attorneys, inspectors, you name it. Because throughout the whole buying process, there are certain professionals that need to be in place to ensure that everything runs smoothly. Also, too, that you receive the professional advice from each of those categories, from those professionals, and then take things from there. So I do have a lineup of lenders that I work with personally, and also refer out to my clients. And the reason why I have certain people on my power team is because I know that they can deliver. And I know that the way I work, as far as my work ethic, and our main goal is to protect the client, whether it's a buyer or seller, but it's to protect the client and to ensure that you are receiving all of the detailed information that you need. Because this is a large investment. This is something that we cannot mess around with, and time is money, time is everything. So we want to make sure that we make the necessary steps first to ensure that we make it to the finish line. So it is very important to speak to a lender. Once again, I never force any of my clients to choose these lenders. I refer them. They can interview them, the lenders. If they choose to, go with either one of them, that is fine. If they choose to go with another lender, that is fine too. The main thing that I tend to do is stay in communication with the lender. I always advise the client, listen, with your permission, I will be in contact with your lender. Any of your financial information, I would never ask. It's basically none of my business, and there's no reason to. I'm a real estate agent, so I work stay in my lane. I cover the real estate side. But the purpose of me staying in communication with the lender is basically, the way I do is, if I send a list of properties to a client, and for instance, I'm talking to a client right now, and let's just role play. And basically, you like a property, you like two properties. Okay, so this is the list price. These are the property taxes. If it's a townhouse or a condo, these are the HOA fees, okay, which is the association. And I will then send those two listings over to your lender and advise the lender, listen, our client wants to see two of these properties. Once we see these properties, I will let you know the feedback. If they would like to submit an offer on either one, I will let you know what the offer amount is and we'll take it from there. Why is that important? It's important because for you as the buyer, um, you do want to be aware of what your estimated mortgage payment will be. And that includes the HOA fees. Now, property taxes play a major role as well as mortgage insurance and your mortgage payment. So, with all these details, the only person that can advise you as the buyer all these details is your lender. So communication is very important between the buyer and the lender and also the agent. I always go above and beyond for my clients to ensure that they are aware of the numbers before stepping into a home. Okay. And this is why I would like to conduct a first time home buyer seminar, maybe through Zoom. We can do something online. So I'll plan it maybe sometime next month in October. And let's do it. It's all about education. It's all about having the right professionals in place. I could have a lender and he or she can discuss certain points that is very important, especially during this market shift, because you can get pre-approved for, let's just say, a couple of weeks ago. For example, it was like 5.1%. And then a week later, a few days later, it goes up a percent, 6.1, and then 7.1. So it's like the pre-approval amount that you were just approved on for the interest rate of 5.1%. Now you're at 7.1 because of the change in the interest rate. It's going to affect your pre-approval amount. There is a way to get into a home with the pre-approval, okay, with the amount that you were approved for. You look at a house, you love the home, you want to offer it. Let's just say we go see a house that's $500,000 and you want to offer 515, okay? And we go in and put an offer at 515. Your lender says, yes, you will be fine at 515, conventional, 5% down, and you're good. There are certain steps that are necessary between that time of you submitting your offer, getting it accepted, and then now entering into attorney review. There are necessary steps that need to take place between you as the buyer and the lender, and then also myself, because even though I'm in the background, I am overseeing this transaction. I am making sure that certain things are covered and taken care of. So then that way, we don't find ourselves in the middle of the transaction while we're trying to obtain a mortgage commitment. And next thing the interest rates changed or you weren't able to lock in your rates. Certain things didn't take place, as I mentioned, prior to us getting into the home, and then everything falls apart. Listen, there is always a right way, a strategic way to do things. There's a system. And as the market shifts, changes, every year it changes, right? Either there's not enough homes or there's too many homes. The interest rates are low. The prices on homes are extremely high. The competition is crazy. You have 40 offers on a house. Anything can happen. But you have to be able, and I'm saying as the agent myself, you know, I'm always monitoring the market. And I've been in this business for some time to where, you have to learn how to adapt and you have to learn how to make certain changes. So then that way you know how to approach that particular situation, that transaction. Because when a buyer steps into a home, first of all, when a buyer decides we want to become homeowners and we want to get our pre-approval, that is so exciting. It's an exciting moment. It's a moment where you have officially made the first step to obtain a home, to become a homeowner. You have it. It's right there. There's always a way to become a homeowner. If it's not right now, maybe in the next 6 months or maybe within a year. But I'm telling you, home ownership is possible. You just have to have the right agents and the right professionals in place that will hold your hands and teach you and walk with you in every step of the way. Like I mentioned earlier, the real estate transactions, it's a large investment, whether it's your first property, your second, your third, an investment, you know, there's a lot of money involved. And what we want to ensure, myself and my power team, we want to make sure that we celebrate at the end of the transaction. Going in through this process is an emotional attachment. You know, it's emotional. When my family and I, when we decided to purchase our home, I was like, oh my God, I want to go see this house. And you look through the house and you fall in love with it. And you envision yourself living in the home and you see your kids running in the backyard and you're just like, you turn to your spouse or, you say to yourself, this is the home. This is, we want to, what is it that we have to do? And I understand that part. I've been there. And this is why I am willing to work in such a professional way and deliver and go above and beyond for my clients to ensure that they are aware of what is taking place around them in this current market, especially the lenders, to make sure that the lender stays in communication with their client, the buyer, and to also educate them too on what can possibly happen if the interest rates were to increase if you do not find a home within those few days or within that week of you getting approved for, as I mentioned before, that 5.1%, and then the following week, 6.1%. There is always a way to educate and to lead your buyers, to lead your clients to the finish line. If you want to know more information about what are those necessary steps that need to take place from the time that you are thinking about submitting an offer, putting that offer in, getting the offer accepted, and then going into escrow, feel free to reach out to me. I am here. I'm here to answer your questions. If you're looking for a real estate agent, I'm here to make it happen for you. My team and I can definitely find a home for you, get you on the contract, get you into escrow, and then we celebrate at the end. Am I putting it as everything is going to be, flowers? And no, some transactions go very, very smoothly. Like, oh my God, wow, that was easy. Like you could press that button. I think they had it like at Staples, and you press the button. That was easy. Um, but yeah, and then there are certain transactions where during attorney review, while you're going back and forth with your attorney and the seller's attorney, trying to come into an agreement with the terms of the contract prior to, so then that way you can go under contract. Certain things happen. But at the end of the day, what's important as for you as the buyer is that you feel comfortable. You feel like you feel safe, like you feel that assurance that I have a well-educated and reliable real estate agent by my side, and I know that this is going to happen. We're going to find our dream home. We're going to get the home that we desire. um, One thing I also want to add is, just because the interest rates are high, as per the lenders that I have spoken to, they did suggest that, well, actually, they did say that because the interest rates had went through the roof so fast, eventually it will come down. We do not know when, okay? But if you were to purchase a home now, you can always speak with your lender. And there was one thing that a lender that I was talking to yesterday, what she likes to do is she likes to sit down with the client. And if you were thinking about refinancing within the next year of purchasing the home, and you see that the interest rates have went down, you could always refi. And she calls it a break-even analysis. So she will definitely, he or she can sit down with you and go over this break-even analysis to see if refinancing makes sense for you. If you're looking to stay in the home within the next 7 years, 10 years. But it's very important to stay in communication with your lender to see how things go. Right now, the way the market is going, there are homes that are sitting on the market a lot longer than usual. There are price reductions, and the competition is not all there because a lot of buyers have been holding back due to these crazy interest rates. And then also, what's been on the news. Listen, if you want to buy. And usually people who go ahead and buy during the fall and winter time are serious buyers. Some people do not like to go and look for homes, especially around the holidays. But if you're just so eager and you want to become a homeowner, you want to get your home before the holidays and celebrate Thanksgiving in your new home, or maybe Christmas, or whatever holidays that fall within your culture, and you want to get into your home prior to that to celebrate those moments and create those new memories with your family and friends. Why not? Right? So once again, thank you so much for being with me. My name is Brenda Rivera. I'm a real estate agent, once again licensed in the state of New Jersey, soon to be a licensed agent in New York City. I'm working on that, so fingers crossed. But listen, it's all about expansion. It's all about growth. There are no limits. So if you want to reach out to me, I do have my social medias. Instagram, my business page is Brenda Rivera Realtor. I also have my Facebook page as well, LinkedIn. I have my YouTube channel, Real Estate with Brenda Rivera. And this is actually my show, you can say, back again with my YouTube channel. I had started my real estate show back in 2020 prior to COVID hitting. And you can go onto my YouTube channel. I interviewed an attorney, and it was titled, Why Hire an Attorney? Why Hire an Inspector? I have an inspector on there. Solar panels, people who work for a solar company. What are the benefits to that? So, and much more. But this is just the beginning of my real estate show, starting it back again. So I don't want to hold you up too long. If you have been watching up until now, thank you so much. But for my YouTube channel, like and subscribe, and follow me on my social media platforms so you can stay in tune with updates that I will be having and announcing. So once again, you can also, I'll put something on the bottom there, depending on which social media platforms I'm posting this video. But just click on, or maybe copy and paste or type meetbrendarivera.com. On there, that is actually my digital business card. If you are, which I'll pull up real quick, so then that way you can see. And that's how I have my ring light there. That's how it looks. So you can't really see too much, but that's like over here. It talks like my real estate website. If you want to search for some properties, you could click on there. About me, BrendaLeeRivera.com. That is my business website. If you want to refer family and friends, they could just click on there, fill out the form. If you are looking to buy personally or sell, you could click on that as well. And all my social media is there, phone number, email. Listen, with social media now and the internet, we can get connected and stay connected. So thank you once again for joining me. And I really do hope that the information that I share with you all today was very, very helpful. So I look forward to hearing from you soon. Feel free to send me a message. Like I said, reach out to me. I'm here. All right. Thank you so much for watching.